What's going on, everybody? Sitting up here in Knoxville, Tennessee at the Petro. Got a deliver a monster fifth wheel in the morning. If y'all can see, or whenever I was talking about doing my bed delete, this is basically an update of pretty much what I decided to do. I was talking about thinking about doing a bed delete due to the I was missing out on a few heavy loads, or just by like a few hundred pounds, like 500-600 pounds. And so the fifth wheel that started making me think about that even more was the one that I got on here right now. This is a it's a Jayco seismic, I think what it is. It's a toy hauler. Got the generator in the front. It's heavy. 45 feet long. GVWR is 20,000. Well, 19,995, I think what it is. And shipping weight is 15,460, I believe what it was. So I figured up some numbers. I think I put them on another video, but after I picked this thing up, I went and weighed it. Now, whenever I picked it up, I had a full tank in my regular tank, in the factory tank, 36 gallons. My big tank, which is 100 gallons, it was empty. So I also, those of you that don't know, my truck set up with everything I got on it with a full tank of fuel is 11,000 pounds, like 11,040 pounds. Some people may say that's heavy. I got too much junk. I probably do. But I've already explained that of why I keep this stuff in here. I'm not going to get into it again. Go back and watch the other video. But so technically I can pull about 15,000 pounds actual weight. So my small tank was full, big tank was empty, and so that diesel fuel is roughly what, 8 pounds a gallon, maybe 8.5, something like that. So that times 100 gallons, that's roughly 800 pounds. So that should have got me down to about 10.2. And that should have been good enough to haul this camper. Being I wasn't going to need it, I went ahead and took my bumper pull hitch, the weight distribution hitch, off, and also took the bars and the saddle, all that stuff out of the boxes, and also took my battery out because this one has 2 big old batteries on it, so I don't need my battery. I weighed that stuff on a regular old scale like you would weigh yourself in the bathroom. With the hitch, the weight distribution bars, saddle, and the battery, that came up to 125 pounds. So I took that out, so that's less. So now I'm just a tad over 10,000 pounds, just the truck. So I went and weighed. I weighed 25,340, I believe. Let's see here. $25,380. I don't know if y'all can see that. Yeah, let's see here. Maybe I can in the light, or maybe showing up backwards. Shoot, I don't know. Anyway, 25,380. So that's pretty much giving me 600 pounds to play with. So what I did, I left my weight distribution hitch and all that stuff at home, my battery, and I put 50 gallons of fuel in my big tank. So that's roughly 400 pounds. So now I'm pushing 26,000. I was just a little bit under. Of course, now it doesn't burn, I mean, about 40 gallons, so I'm a little bit lighter now, but still. So I'm underweight. And, but anyway, getting into the topic, as far as the bed delete. I really, really appreciate everybody's comments and everything on the original post on the bed delete, asking everybody's opinion. And everybody had a lot of good points about it. So what I've decided is I'm gonna keep my bed, at least for now. And the reason behind that is everybody, like I said, everybody made some excellent points, and I guys, I really do appreciate it. I really do appreciate everybody's input. Everybody pretty much says that, I mean, truck looks good with the bed, and I agree, it does. I like it with the bed. The other people made comment that just take out some junk, take out some of these tools. Yes, I could, and I probably will take out a few, but I'm not going to take them all out. Even ones that I probably won't hardly ever use, but there's a possibility that I could need, either for myself or help another driver out. I'm going to keep those in here. And the reason why is because I also weighed those. And those came up to 120 pounds. So, you can say what you want, but to me, 120 pounds, I mean, especially whenever I'm looking at trying to get 500 or 600 pounds lighter, the 120 pounds ain't gonna make no difference, because that's pretty much about the only thing that I could take out. If I took the tools out and maybe some things that I didn't need, I might get 150 pounds. Maybe 200 if I was lucky, but that's all I'm gonna get. So I'm just gonna keep them in here. As far as some other comments, if I take the bed off, it's gonna be a rougher ride. Yep, that's right. I plan on putting some airbags on here later on, so that would help it out a little bit. The biggest thing that I was concerned about was the aerodynamics. As far as if I was to take the bed off, then, because right now when the wind comes by, I know it goes over the truck, it goes down the side of the truck. Well, with the bed on, it goes down the side of the cab, down the side of the bed, and then you got just that little bit of room in between the back of the truck and the front of the camper. So if I was to take the bed off, then pretty much as soon as the wind gets behind the cab, then you got that big old space that the wind's gonna come around and then hit the camper. So that was my biggest concern. Being I was losing 1,500, 2,000 pounds, whatever, with the weight of the bed, would that make up the difference for the drag that I was getting, for the loss of miles per gallon? It would probably end up about the same. But the biggest one, a guy sent me an email, and I called him, and he made an excellent point that I did not think about, was which I don't plan on driving on it that much anyway, but if I was to get into it, especially up in Indiana, you never know what it's going to do. Snow and ice. If I was to take that bed off, then I pretty much wouldn't have no weight back there at all, other than if I had a full tank of fuel. But as of right now, that's an extra 2,000 pounds roughly weighing the back of that, weighing the back of the truck down. So yes, that would definitely make a big difference whenever it comes to driving on snow and ice. So that right there was the biggest reason that I decided I'm just gonna go ahead and leave the bed on. So I just won't be pulling no huge campers. If I do, like I said, the biggest part is I don't know what the actual weight of these campers are until I actually get up there, because on the load board all it does is give the GVWR. And with me being a CDL driver, I don't go by the GVWR, I go by actual weight. So I mean, prime example, I've seen some up there in the yard that's GVWR is 20,000 pounds, and then actual weight on is 17 and a half. So that's way over what I can pull. I've seen some that's GVWR is 18,000, or I've actually seen a few that GVWR is 16.8, and being that it wouldn't be a toy hauler, then the actual weight may be 15.5. That would put me overweight, unless I do what I did here, is didn't fill my big tank all the way up. And but a prime example is, you never know, this one right here is 20,000 pounds. Well, being it's a toy hauler, then the actual weight's roughly 15.5. So take a couple of things out, run a half a tank of fuel, and I'm good. But that, I mean, like I said, it just goes back to, I just don't know until I get up there. And I don't want to take a chance of picking one and get up there and the daggum thing's 17,000, 18,000 pounds, and now I'm stuck and can't pull it. So anyway, like I said, I'm here in where am I at? Knoxville, Tennessee, at the Petro. So I'm fixing to run inside and get something to eat and come back and watch a movie. Then we're gonna get up in the morning and deliver this camper to the RV park. So y'all stay tuned for that video. Alright, well, I appreciate everybody watching, and guys, again, I definitely appreciate everybody's input and opinion on the bed delete. Thank you very much for commenting and let me know what you would do. So if y'all don't mind, y'all hit that like, share, subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. My subscribers numbers are starting to come up, and I need them to get up way more. So I want to try to hit that 1,000 mark. So, but again, guys, I really appreciate everybody's support, everybody tuning in and watching my videos. So we'll get back with y'all on the next one. As always, y'all be safe. Semper Fi.